The boy who left Chicago. People in the neighborhood used to say that if you stood on the corner long enough, you could watch the entire city pass by. Morning workers, school buses, sirens, delivery trucks. People rushing somewhere. But one day, people noticed something unusual. A boy they had seen almost every day was gone. His name was Marcus. He was 16 years old. Quiet, not the kind of kid who got into trouble. Not the kind who made headlines. Most people barely noticed him. But everyone remembered one thing about Marcus. He always looked like he was thinking about somewhere else. He lived with his mother in a small apartment on the south side of Chicago. His room was simple. A desk, a bed, a few books, and a map pinned to the wall. The map had circles around places he had never visited. New York, Seattle, Colorado, small towns nobody talked about. His mother once asked him why. Marcus smiled and said, "Because I want to know what life looks like somewhere else." At first she laughed. Kids say things, kids dream. But Marcus kept saying it, not because he hated Chicago. Not because he wanted to run away, he just wanted to discover whether the world was bigger than the streets he already knew. At school, teachers described him as intelligent but distracted. Friends described him differently. They said Marcus always asked strange questions. What would happen if you started over? How far could someone go with almost nothing? Could somebody completely change their life? Nobody thought much about those questions. Until one Monday morning. Marcus didn't show up. His phone stayed off. No messages, no explanation. At first everyone assumed he needed space, then one day became two. Two became four. People started asking questions. His mother searched his room. Nothing looked unusual. Except for one thing. The map was gone, and sitting where it had been was a folded note. It said, "I'm okay. I just need to see if the person I want to become exists somewhere beyond here. I'll come back." No destination, no details, just that. People reacted differently. Some called it irresponsible. Others called it brave. His mother didn't know what to call it. She was scared, but she also knew something about her son. When Marcus decided something, he rarely changed his mind. Days passed, then weeks, nobody heard anything. People slowly moved on. The city kept moving, traffic, noise, routine. But Marcus was somewhere out there. Months later, an email arrived. No location, no pictures. Just a message. It read, "I thought leaving would give me answers. Instead it gave me questions. I learned that every place has problems. Every city has people trying to figure things out. But I also learned something important. You don't leave a place to become someone new. You leave to understand who you already are." His mother read the message over and over. She replied immediately. No answer. Another month passed. Then another message. This time longer. Marcus said he had worked small jobs. Stayed in unfamiliar places. Met people whose lives looked nothing like his own. Some were successful. Some were struggling. Some had everything and still weren't happy. He wrote, "I thought freedom meant distance. Now I think freedom means choices." He ended the message with one line. "Tell Chicago I'm doing okay." Months later, without warning, Marcus came back. No dramatic moment. No cameras. No crowd. He walked into the apartment carrying one backpack. His mother looked at him. He looked different, not older. Just calmer. She asked him, "So, did you find what you were looking for?" Marcus thought for a second, then said, "No, but I found out I wasn't lost." Life returned to normal. School, work, daily routines. But people noticed something. Marcus stopped talking about escaping. Stopped staring at maps. Instead, he started helping younger students. Talking about goals. Talking about perspective. Talking about how changing your life doesn't always mean leaving your city. Sometimes it means seeing your city differently. Years later, people still remembered him. Not because he became famous. Not because he became rich. But because he did something most people never do. He left. He looked. He came back. And he realized that sometimes the biggest journey isn't across the country. Sometimes, it's understanding yourself. And that was the story of the boy who left Chicago.